President Donald Trump will not try to move his Georgia election interference case to federal court. Earlier this month, Trump notified the judge that he may try to get his case into the federal system. But in yesterday's filing, Trump's attorneys wrote their decision is based on Trump's confidence that the Fulton County Superior Court will protect his constitutional right to a fair trial.